This back building is really good.
So this whole haunt has to get built now so we can see the layout. We'll number the panels. We'll mark where they all go.
Nice.
We'll start the detailing process. And then it all comes down, gets put away in an organized fashion, and those goes back up when the park closes after the summer.
Right. Hello, Skele Vaderites and friends of Skele Vader. I'm really excited because I just got off of work and I'm going to be meeting Alan Hops, friend of the channel. You might know him as Stiltbeast Studios. I'm really excited because he's working on a secret project here in Fresno, California. Let's see what it is. All right, here we are at the Island Water Park. As you can see, this is pre-season, so no one's here. And this is Fresno, California, right off the Highway 99. And I'm about to meet Alan to have a look at this project he's working on. And I am very excited. So cool to see all this without anybody around.
Make sure that people can't just reach up and grab the top of the tunnel.
I sold my soul to them. I was sitting there, Robert Joe, and I had all the trucking lined up and everything. Robert goes,
The toucan up there.
We're doing a New Orleans Voodoo Bayou theme. So I want to have a New Orleans funeral parade over top of the bridge that they go under.
That's awesome.
And we've shifted where they go in and out, where they enter in and out. Okay, so that's the bridge that I'll have. Yeah, that's good.
That's the parade bridge, yeah.
That's good. Perfect. And that's the only bridge you don't have a tunnel on, right?
Yes. It's the only visible bridge. Pretty sure it's also the thickest. At least this year, probably next year. It's really good.
So this whole haunt has to get built now so we can see the layout. We'll number the panels. We'll mark where they all go.
Nice.
We'll start the detailing process. And then it all comes down, gets put away in an organized fashion, and those goes back up when the park closes after the summer.
Right.
This is the fake company we made was Fresno Advanced Chemicals. That was the name of the fake company.
Nice.
And they had they were doing some testing, and they did A, and A didn't work, and B and C and D, and like, let's kick it up. So that E-vial that they had was it went wrong. And then this whole chemical plant has been for 3 years. The people inside have mutated and turned into monsters, and things are going very poorly. Right now, there's nothing on the walls. We have walls up, and I'll give you an idea of kind of what's going on.
Yeah.
This is the reception area, and I know an actor door is over there. Big reception desk here. Big Fresno Chemical Advanced sign over here. This is what was the sales office. There's a SKU desk here, furniture and things to move people around the room, and get a little more path of travel.
Yeah.
So that's what the desk here is for. And there's a big worm toothy puppet that we have that's going to be coming through there.
Like the Fright Zone monster.
Kind of. This one's a little more wormy.
Okay.
Yes. And then this will be a supervisor's office, which also terrible things have happened. All of these tomorrow, our actor doors get cut, so an actor door will get cut here. This wavy line means that this will be curtained off.
Yeah.
So that's a curtain, and then the guests just travel around. This was the management's personal lab where they did their own little experiments, just a smaller lab for them. There's cabinets in here and tables. Your hero lab here would go here, because when you turn the corner, This is your, Disney calls them weenies. I use the same terminology.
Yeah.
That's the weenie to draw you down
Yep.
to this side of the room where you make the turn into a locker room. Actor door hidden by a set of lockers that are askew.
Nice.
Right here. This will be just a cutout reach through, like they bashed through the walls. Actor door, curtain. And actor hole, that's what the AH is for. So this is another weenie. We need to pull them down this hallway. Time punching clock with a body, and we'll make that a mess. But that's a piece that we're gonna build in Texas, and then we build it in Texas, and we bring it in and just put it on the wall.
Nice.
It's all hieroglyphic notes right now, but it has to
I
go
love
up
it.
so we can paint it and detail it. This is my mom worked in a hospital when I was a kid, so I went to go eat lunch with her there quite a bit. And there was always all these like safety posters in one of the hallways to get to the cafeteria. And one of them, I remember, it's a picture of a helmet laying on the ground and like blue lights and red lights on a brick wall. And it said, "Get your child a motorcycle for their last birthday."
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah,
That's
it's like,
heavy.
I don't ride motorcycles now
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I saw that so much.
That's
as a kid.
right.
So one of the safety posters is a drop panel.
Right.
This gets walled off. This is only for actors, and that's where all those pop outs.
Got
go
it.
to and
Yeah,
from.
that's the backstage.
Decontamination room, chemical showers, that kind of stuff. This is we have a dead cow, so the dead cow is going to go here,
fantastic.
and we will put the dead cow in a ventilator.
Yeah.
And really, detail up the dead cow.
I love it.
And this is all going to be vacuum form panels. So that's a fast way to get some detail done. But they're really nice. I love that. Right there, there'll be a body tangled in electrical wires, getting shocked as well as kicking.
It's amazing how much territory you can feel like you're covering in just such a small
Yeah.
area. You're not even gonna know where you are.
Incinerator, again, we're pulling people this direction because this is the wall they have to look at for a while. You've got to make it interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of a server room, control room, a lot of monitors and stuff. We're doing a cryo body here.
Nice.
I think we're in chemical storage. So being a water park, they have a lot of empty barrels
Oh,
and
yeah.
empty things that chemicals are stored in. So this is what this chemical plant will have around, and then that's a matter of making custom labels to put on it.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have all of these walls painted in about 2 weeks,
Wow.
and with a modicum of detail.
Right.
Then it goes back up in August, and we'll probably have 3 guys run through it for another 2 weeks in order to get it where we want it.
Got it. That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, this is a lot of what I do is I do haunts or scenes or sections on paper, and then I know the vendors to buy stuff from, or I know that we're gonna make it, There'll be a dumpster here that you go by. And again, this is an area that's curtained off with actor doors, and these are cut out, and then orange construction fence or snow fence, whatever what people call it, is put over that. And then you can zip tie garbage bags with just stuff in it.
Yeah.
With non-flammable materials in those garbage bags.
Yes.
All over, but then the actors can reach through. As they're worried about what's in the dumpster, they're right up against this wall, and that's
Yes.
where the actors hit them through.
Fantastic.
It's always a misdirect.
Having something moving in the dumpster maybe, and just to call their attention to it.
And that's Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Clever girl.
Totally.
You see the one out there,
Yep.
and then he knew it. Oh crap. A melted employee. That's another pulling down the hallway with a big visual. It really opens up now into a loading dock, and there's stacks of barrels and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So
This is-
I've got sliders, I've got stilt walkers that are
Yes.
in this area. There's a machine called a Foggle machine, where it's bubbles, but they're filled with fog.
That
So
is
when
so
they
cool.
hit the ground, there's a little puff of smoke.
Yeah.
And if you do a line level laser right like an inch off of the ground,
So cool.
then it hits and you get that bright green and a little
Oh,
bit of
so
smoke.
cool.
So that's all going to be around the corner here. There'll be a big loading dock here, and there's actually 2 trucks are parked here. These walls are all chain link, and there's 2 trucks set up this way. So there's 1 truck here and 1 truck here, and this one is a classic horn scare. So as you go by, the headlights come on and the horn blows, and
Nice.
that's really scary. And then you turn around and you get to the other back of this truck, and another worm monster comes out of the back of the truck.
Fantastic.
Holding a puppet. And then they'll be headed back out.
Now, what was the plan with the river?
So this is going to be Blood River Bayou, which is a voodoo swamp, New Orleans themed scary riverboat ride.
So cool.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. That's 1 arch
Yeah.
to test,
Yeah.
because you do 1 of those every 3 feet, camo net goes over it, and now
Got
you're in a
it.
tunnel.
Yep.
And we've got, it's either 4 or 5 tunnels for the boat ride.
Yeah. That's great.
We're going to break up that line of sight. I've got another company that I work with a lot makes floating alligators for pools and ponds. Because if you float a few alligators, fewer ducks will get in your water.
Yeah,
and that's
that's
kind
true.
of what they're for. So, but you'll be passed by alligators as you're
That's
floating.
amazing.
Yeah.
So will the haunts be primarily at night, or are they going to offer them during the day?
Yeah, I think they'll open at 7.
Oh, okay.
They'll probably open at 7 p.m. So it'll be, I think they're 7 to midnight is what
Yeah.
that's my guess.
That's cool. So this was a mini golf course, and now it's going to be a graveyard?
Ghoultown Graveyard Show. But it's a walkthrough. It's kind of like a big scare zone. It's not quite a haunt, but you walk through it to get to Nightcrawler's Pizza.
Got it. So they'll be coming down this way toward Nightcrawler's
No.
Pizza, which is over there.
That's the exit of Nightcrawler's Pizza.
Oh!
They go into, because it's shut down and security watches it.
Aha!
So
That
you've got to
makes sense.
sneak in through the graveyard
That
next to it.
makes so much sense. Now, this mini golf course that I'm going to affectionately describe as fallen into disrepair, dilapidated, is just gorgeous. Like, this is perfect for a graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah, wait till we walk the path.
Oh my goodness.
Well, there's 38 planters in the park. And each one of those is going to get a little theme and a little bit of decor.
Yeah.
So one of them is going to be goblins. One of them is going to be a pumpkin patch. So one is going to be aliens.
That's awesome. Wow. This is gorgeous.
This is like Fred Flintstone land, or
Totally.
you know.
It's great. I love this.
It's-
I want this in my backyard.
Yeah. Yeah, the amount of theme parks that I could just go in after hours and wander around is lovely.
And there are places like this scattered all throughout the United States, just left to the elements. I mean, they mowed it. That's nice.
Well, that's recent.
Yeah.
Because you see it from when you're coming into the park.
Yeah.
You see it, and we need to get in our planning stage for exactly what route are we doing. You know.
Yeah.
3 well-placed crypts will block line of sight for a lot of this.
Yeah.
So I've got to think about line of sight. I've got to think about the layout that's going to let me maximize actor use.
Sure.
The layout that has the best power, you know.
Are they going to put water in before then?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That
always
it's
has money.
essential. Yeah. Yeah, because I was picturing people falling in.
And then you put a big, you put a crypt on this.
Oh yeah.
You know, a big above ground crypt with a body on it.
Definitely. So then they'll enter here. We're exiting the cemetery, and that's where they'll enter into Nightcrawler's
There's
Pizza.
another door around that side.
Cool. There it is. Amazing, right? It's so cool to be able to walk around that water park and see all the plans that Alan has and hear him talking about it while the creative wheels are turning. I love that. I mean, I could see people driving from all over California to experience this water park and the haunts during the Halloween season. It's gonna be great. And Alan's an amazing artist. I know it's gonna turn out awesome. And I will be showing that here on this channel, so stay tuned. Now, for those of you who are just new to this channel, please click subscribe. And for all of you watching, please click that like button. It really helps the algorithm know that people are enjoying the Skele Vader channel. And that would mean a lot to me too. Tell your friends about the Skele Vader YouTube channel. You can find me over on Instagram as well. And if you're interested in becoming a Patreon, the link is right down below. Please go ahead and click on that, explore the possibilities there. I would love to have you on the team. And again, huge thank you to you all just for tuning in. I'll be seeing you in the next video.